Namaskaram, Sadhguru. We know that you're on a extensive bike tour of North America to study the history, culture, and the traditions of the Native Americans. In fact, during the year 1996, on the invitation of the American government, I'd been to some areas in South Dakota, including the reserves where the Native Americans are living, to study certain human rights issues. We have also come across tribal courts, and there are tribal laws, as you know, Sadhguru, to deal with issues relating to disputes amongst the members of the tribes, various tribes of the Native Americans. In this situation, Sadhguru, my question to you is this. Do you think there should be more proactive federal laws to preserve, propagate, and protect the cultural heritage, the traditions, and the usages of the Native Americans, so that they are brought back into the mainstream of the American society? Thank you, Sadhguru.
Namaskaram, Jayachandran sir. I'm really overjoyed to hear that you actually worked with the Lakota people, because now in this trip we spent a certain amount of time in the Lakota nation and met some important people in the community. Of the many tribes, unfortunately, Lakota is in a very bad state in terms of Lakota reservation has been moved a couple of times, and Lakota people are in a bad place simply because of this constant movement. And also probably because they were the ones who kept up the resistance till the very end, and they were responsible for the killing of General George Armstrong Custer. We also went to this battle site, you must have visited also. So because they were the last part of the resistance, there has been a certain amount of force exerted on them. Till 1978, their spiritual and religious practices were not even legal. So about federal laws, I don't know whether there is such a possibility, but definitely giving them a little bit of opportunities in the universities for those Native Americans. They have their own community colleges, but giving some opportunity in Ivy League colleges for the bright Native American young men and women would do a lot. This could be either done by the government or it could be done by the universities. I am thinking of appealing to some universities, and we are also now offering our inner engineering program for all the Lakota citizens, at a very discounted rate so that they can go through this. We could offer it free, but then there may be no commitment. So for a very small amount, we will be offering inner engineering program for all of them. Lakota reservation is particularly, as I said, is in a bad condition, too much of drugs, alcohol, all these things, because I think it's as per the agenda, because they were a very large nation and they were an assembly of 5-6 nations. So together they were a strong force. So they have been they are in this condition right now. Bringing them back into the mainstream is very important. At the same time, preserving their native culture and then participating in the mainstream economy and mainstream education systems is what they need to do. This is what I spoke to them also. There are many limitations, there is a certain amount of generational trauma they suffer, there is a certain amount of resentment, pain. I'm seeing how we could relieve that for them so that they can participate, because at least now the laws are equal for everybody. In principle, as per the constitution, they are equal citizens in United States. So making use of that, they need to come up. Whether special laws will be formed for their well-being, I'm always wary of any special laws, because special laws always bring about discrimination. In some way, what you think is going to support them may alienate them. So, I am wary of special laws. You are an expert in the field, you must be able to suggest something. If you have any suggestions, that the Lakota people should pursue. If you let me know, we can see how they could pursue that with the federal government and the state governments of South Dakota and adjacent states also. But I am not very much in favor of special laws, because I always see over a period of time, special laws will segregate people in some way. But there could be something that I do not know about in terms… because I am not an expert in law. If some suggestions come from you, we would definitely appreciate it. And mainly we are here right now, we are in Utah. Mainly we are here to explore the spiritual dimension of the Native American people. We will be touching various other tribes, a little bit south, southwest, and then again back south in New Mexico and other regions, and also Oklahoma, which is important for us because the Cherokee tribe was moved from Tennessee to here. That is what is now known as Trail of Tears. As you must know, our center's in Tennessee, and that's where we started off at the beginning of Trail of Tears. And right now, the Cherokee tribe was largely established in Oklahoma. So we will go there and then we will complete the trip in that direction. Thank you very much for asking this question.